my love, so don't give away. In another woman that can take your spot, my love.
Hey everybody, so I wanted to come on here and share some information about Carnival Cruising. I am a platinum member, so I have some experience thus far on cruising with Carnival. So I really want to dedicate this video for first time cruisers, or if it's been a while since you last cruised and you just need a refresher, tune into this video. I hope that it's helpful for you. So let's go ahead and begin. You booked your cruise. Congratulations. And so it's not really much that you have to do except for prep, maybe for whatever destinations, the ports that you're going to be going to, or if you're trying to get your outfits together, things like that. You can go ahead and buy those items, but it's not really much to do with Carnival unless you're trying to get in on some pre-selling discounts as far as like spa. You can save on spa, you can save on Wi-Fi. You can also go ahead and book the drink package ahead of time, and that will be discounted. So you kind of save a couple bucks instead of waiting until the actual cruise date when you're on board. Then it's going to be a little bit higher. So I would just start with that tip. You can go ahead and prepare if there is certain things that you want to do on this cruise. You can go ahead and book. Now you're going to book through checking in and creating an account with Carnival. So that's signing up, making sure you have a profile, your email address and password. So that way you can go into the Carnival account, your Carnival account, and you'll be able to do your booking ID. So when you book, you get a confirmation email, at least you should. So make sure you have your confirmation email after you book, and you also have an ID number for that selling, because when it comes to finding your selling through the account that you create with Carnival, they're going to ask you for your booking ID, and they're also going to ask you for the last name of the person that is assigned to that selling. And then that's how they kind of locate your particular selling. And then they link it to your account, your Carnival account, and then you can book anything that you want from there. Go ahead and pay, and you're good to go once you get on that cruise. You can also prepay gratuities as well. You can prepay them at the time of booking, or you can wait and you can wait and pay gratuities when you're on the ship. So it's up to you, and it's up to what you prefer. Another thing about the online account. So once it's getting closer to your selling date, you're going to want to check in. So when you check in with the account, you basically it opens up about a month, I think, before you're selling. And when you check in, you're going to verify certain information about your particular cruise. So you're going to verify the rooms. You're going to say whether you want twin beds, king bed, things like that. You're going to see if your other guests are also a part of your booking. You're also going to input flight information, any travel information. If you have to fly to your cruise port, the port that you're leaving on a cruise, if you have to fly there from another state, you can input that information to give them those details. You're also going to want to put your ID or any identification in there, so that way they can already have you in the system. Meaning, if you're going to use your birth certificate or passport, they're going to want you to put the numbers. It's like specific like identification numbers. They want you to put that as long as your other information in the system. So this online check-in process is very important. It must be done through the Carnival app. I mean, not the Carnival app, sorry y'all, I'm jumping ahead. But through your Carnival online account, it must be done, so that way it'll make embarkation day just a lot smoother. And of course, I always say, if you have any questions, call the guest services. They are very helpful. They have so many representatives. And another tip is you can check out customer service online. And so if you don't want to call or actually talk to someone, you can go online and check under the FAQs, or the frequently asked questions. And you can find that under the customer service tab, and it has a lot of cool questions that people have already asked about what to do before you cruise, or ask about onboard services. It has a lot of helpful detailed information in that section. So I'll just give y'all that. That's another tip for y'all.
So online check-in is very, very important. I cannot emphasize that enough. Let's go over embarkation. So not everybody knows what that means. I know when I did my first cruise, I didn't know. So for my first time cruisers, or if it's been a while, embarkation means you are embarking on the cruise. That means it's your first day on this cruise, and so you are going through embarkation day. Now you also may hear something called debarkation, and so debarkation is going to mean final day of your cruise, meaning the last day where you are going to leave the ship. So that is the day where you are going to actually have your things already packed and you're going to be heading off of that cruise ship vacation. Unfortunately, is over. Okay, so embarkation, debarkation, you'll hear that a lot. Those are some cruise terms. But yeah, embarkation day, you want that to go smooth because you want to have fun, right? You are in vacay mode, okay? So you want to have fun and you don't want to be held up trying to like get stuff still situated if you don't have to. Okay, so kind of fast forward, now we're on a cruise. What do I do? So you want to make sure that you meet your boarding time. So say you signed up for a time slot of 1 o'clock. You want to make sure that you're there at your boarding time. Don't try to come too early because they probably won't let you on. Don't try to come too late because there is a final boarding time, and like I said, it can get very crowded. So you want to make sure that you are there at the appropriate time, and then you also want to decide if you're going to carry on your bags or if you're going to check them. So there are some things that you can carry on, of course, like if you want to carry on certain drinks or medications or medical devices. Like there's certain things that you have to carry on instead of like giving them to a porter and checking them. So you want to make decisions. Some people, they like to keep all their stuff with them. So the luggages they have, they want to carry them the whole time because they want to keep track of their own stuff. Hey, that's your preference. But they do have certain people that are called porters, and they handle the luggages, meaning they're going to take your checked luggage, the luggage that you want to go directly to your room, and they're going to make sure hold on, let me back up. Make sure after you check in, you want to print out your boarding pass and your luggage tags. Those are going to be essential, and it'll let you print them out after you complete the check-in process. Okay, but you need to print them out somehow. Like I don't know if you need to email them to a friend or just find your printer, print them out. You don't have to have them laminated or anything. I mean, it is okay if you do, but you don't have to do anything like that. Just print them out. They're papers, and what you want to do is just tag your luggages. And you can even wait till you get to the port, because the porters will also have staples and stuff where like you can tag your luggage there. But you want to make sure you have the tags available. The tags are going to have your boarding time as well as like your room number in your name. Like it's important that you have those tags so they can keep up with your luggage, especially if you're trying to check your luggage in. But okay, I digress. So you're going to if you choose the check bag option, you're going to find a porter. They're right there at the port. As soon as you go to the cruise port, you're going to find the Carnival ship, and then there's going to be porters all around. You'll know them because they're going to be next to all these luggages, right? And they're going to have the little portable luggage carriers. Well, you'll get with one of them. They'll take your luggage. They'll make sure you have tags on your luggage so that way they can send your luggage to the right room. And then it is customary that you give them a tip. Now that's your preference. It's optional. It's up to you, but they do kind of expect a tip just for that type of service. And then after you check your bag with them, if you decide to do that, then you pretty much just take your carry-on items, whatever you are deciding to carry on the ship, or if you don't have any carry-on, you just take yourself and you go through the boarding process until you're able to get on the ship. Okay, now if you don't decide to check your luggage, you're just going to carry your bags on to the ship. You don't have to worry about the porters at all, and you go ahead and start that boarding process. Now the boarding process is going to look, usually at the ports, it looks like making sure that you have your boarding pass, making sure that you have some form of ID. So this is going to be your state ID or passport or both. They're going to be checking for those items just to make sure like the name that's on your ID matches the name on that boarding pass. That's why the check-in process online really it matters, because you want to be able to verify your information before you even get to the cruise. Okay, so there's a reason for all of this. Okay, but yeah, so after you kind of board, it's usually pretty smooth. Long as you have your items out, you're gonna show them to like multiple different people that's part of the staff. So they're basically checking you in, making sure that you are who you are, making sure that you're supposed to be on that particular cruise ship. And then after that, there's usually an area where once you're all clear, like you can take pictures and you kind of meet some of the Carnival photographers. That's like your first kind of like greeting, right, where you can, it's optional, but you can take pictures. You also want to make sure you have like some type of lanyard, because let me show y'all what they look like. So these lanyards, they also sell these on the ship, and sometimes they sell these like in the little boarding areas before you get officially on the ship, but they definitely sell these on the Carnival ships. But these are definitely convenient only because like your selling sign card, like unless you just have a wallet or you're gonna keep up with it and you're really like very organized, it can kind of get, you know, just placed anywhere because it's just one single card, and that card literally is like your access to everything on the ship. Like that card verifies who you are. That card is like your wallet, and so it's linked to your account. Like that card is very important. So lanyards are convenient because you can just put them around your neck and then have your card like on you at all times, or even if you wanted to put it in your pocket, at least you have something to kind of keep up with it. But yeah, like lanyards, I would definitely say that's a tip. So you can bring those on. You can buy lanyards, you know, online or at the store before you go to the cruise. But if you want like a Carnival inspired lanyard, then they definitely sell them on the ship or at the ports even. All right, so as you're getting on the ship, one thing you want to make sure you do, or one of the first things you want to make sure you do, is the muster station. So the muster station is just a drill or just information to let you know, okay, in the case that you have to evacuate this ship, these are some safety measures that you must take. This is where you can find your life jacket. This is where you need to locate or go when there's an emergency, so that way you will have an exit plan. So it's important that you attend that, especially before you get your first drink. A lot of the Carnival ships nowadays, they won't even let you get your first drink until you get your muster station drill done. So make sure that's the first thing that you do. Just ask any Carnival worker once you get on the ship, hey, I'm trying to go to my muster station, and they'll be happy to help. So that's usually the first thing. After that, you're free to go to the bars, you're free to eat. Usually the food that's being served is on the Lido deck. So just find the Lido deck or ask somebody about the Lido deck. They have plenty of elevators and they have stairs. Now on the first day, embarkation day, the elevators are usually limited. So just keep that in mind. I mean, you may have to use the stairs for the first day if you don't want to wait on that elevator, because they're usually using some of the elevators to take up luggages to people's rooms. So there's only a certain amount of elevators for actual guests on that embarkation day. Now afterwards, once the ship is sailing, everybody's on, then all the elevators will be in use. And that's another thing I want to highlight. Carnival is definitely wheelchair accessible. So if you do have somebody that's handicapped or needs like accessibility in some way, they can accommodate. Okay, I have seen plenty of people in wheelchairs, even people with canes. Like they are very accommodating. So you're in good hands. Let's see. So once you get your food, usually you're not able to go to your room until after 1:30 p.m. That's probably just the standard. That just gives the housekeepers, or they call them stateroom stewardess, but that gives them plenty of time to just get everything in order and make sure that your room is sanitized, disinfected, and clean for you. So you don't want to rush them, right? So until about 1:30 or after 1:30, you can just chill. A lot of times, if you have your swimsuit already on, or if you have a carry-on bag, you can bring a change of clothes. You can also just kind of hit the bars, or sightsee, go around the ship, see where things are at. Like, just take your time. It's vacation, so there's no rush. But yeah, after 1:30, that's when you can head to your rooms, and your room should be ready. And then you usually will find your selling sign card. That's something that I want to just mention. So up until this point, you're just using a boarding pass. That's why it's so important to print that boarding pass and those luggage tags off, because the boarding pass is going to be your selling sign card until you get your physical card. And you get your physical card once your room is ready and they clean your room. The card is usually in an envelope right outside of your room, and it's ready for you, okay? So that's where you'll find your card, and you can have the physical card, the selling sign card that you'll need throughout the whole cruise. You're going to be using throughout the whole cruise. But up until that point, which usually after 1:30, you'll get that card. You'll just use the paper boarding pass as your selling sign. So if you got the Cheers package, or if you got anything that you need to kind of scan and identify yourself with, use your boarding pass, okay? And so just keep up with that, because it is paper, unless you like laminated or something, but you don't have to do that. So yeah, usually you check in, you get into your room, you can put your luggage down. If you carried your luggage on and kept your luggage, then check it, or your luggage should be arriving. So just because your room is ready, sometimes it takes them a little bit longer to like get your luggage to the room. So just know it's on the way. Like, don't panic, you're going to get your luggage. Now if it's like late at night, I'm talking about like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, and you still haven't gotten your luggage, then you probably should panic a little bit. I'm just playing. You honestly just need to go to guest services, or you need to talk to your stateroom stewardess so they can help you figure that out, because you should get your luggage at least by sail away. So about 4 o'clock, you should at least be having your luggage, or it should be coming in, something like it should be there by that time. But yeah, you'll just wait on your clothes to get there. If you checked your bags, if you didn't, then you'll kind of start to unpack, or find your flow. It's vacation mode. So from there, it's pretty much a party, and you just want to enjoy yourself, be safe, and have a great time. I'm sure there's a lot of other information and a lot of details that I probably haven't hit on, but if y'all have any questions or comments, or if there's anything cruise related, especially with Carnival, because that's the main cruise that I've been on, then feel free to comment them down below. I'm happy to answer questions, and I hope that y'all enjoy your sailing, and I hope that y'all just have a great vacation, and I hope this was helpful. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye.
My love, my love, my love.